greatest channel here on YouTube has the greatest fans who defend the man with whom all music began. They are on here every day, loving the Memphis Flash, not afraid to talk about the future or talk about the past. Rare Elvis Foes is the name. We're not afraid to hit that play. To protect his legacy from his ex-wife, we speak out for Elvis, for what is right. So we're gonna keep making those videos. That's what we do here at Rare Elvis Photos.
Alright everybody, so this is kind of a special day. I'm actually doing 2 comment videos because you guys left so many comments. Karen Michelle Plummer says, Kathy sang with Jimmy Joyce, Ray Conniff, and appeared with Bobby Darin on his show. Elvis could have just been hurt and jealous. After all, he's human. That's true. You know, he very well could have. Thanks for leaving that comment, and good to see you on here. Addie, let's see, Addie Urine Spiker 5729 says, I feel there's double standards. He used Kathy and then he put her due. I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to say, but I think you said he used Kathy. I feel there's double standards. He wanted to possess others and then he humiliated her. He did so many wonderful things, but he was not respectful to women. I think in some ways books are like text messages. Sometimes you get a text and you misread it because you don't have emotion in it. So I don't know. I know that obviously a lot of women spoke very highly of him. Kathy was around a long time, and in a real relationship, you're going to have highs, lows, ups and downs, and you're going to have some disrespect. So, I mean, I would just caution you, Eddie. I think you're an Elvis fan. Obviously, to take a look at the whole of this. I was a little shocked reading it. Not that I don't think that Elvis was capable of saying some crude things or rude things. I mean, everybody is. But it kind of came out of nowhere, and yeah, I think we need to continue reading and looking at all the context. But thank you. Wonderful to have you on the channel, and wonderful to read your comment there. Hey, Claire, I think that Elvis had a lasting attachment to Kathy, and that he was very hurt that she was moving on with her life, apparently, quite easily. Probably more than him. I think he didn't want to admit that, so he became frustrated, and his way of dealing with it was to make nasty jokes. Still, I think she was the one woman that he loved and cared for till the end. We can see in the photos of Elvis and Kathy together that there was a strong bond between them. I think so too. I think that Elvis in a lot of ways had a lot of childlike expectations for relationships because of his relationship with his mom. So I think that it was very hurtful because he was in a static situation on tour all the time, on the road. And so the people that were around him were the closest to him in a lot of ways. Yeah, his girlfriends came and went quite a bit. But somebody like Kathy that was at rehearsals, that was on the road, that spent a lot of evenings with him, and also was his lover at one point in time, that he had a lot of feelings for until she couldn't handle it on her side, which we don't blame her for that. So I think it's very complicated. Elvis and Kathy, shocking details about Linda Thompson and Ginger. What's up, Mary? Mary Strayer, 2018. Watch to the end. Love this channel and all the good reads. Excellent. Thanks, Mary. Appreciate that. Thanks for watching to the end, and thanks for the wonderful compliment. Edith Wright says, love this song. That's probably the Prissy B should lose the Presley name. You know, and that's something I feel, and I know a lot of you feel. That's why I wrote it. And you know, she put Elvis in an early grave. You know, that's my general feeling in a lot of ways. It wasn't necessarily that his lack of love relationship in him, but it's what she did to string him out, to torture him financially, that I feel really changed everything for him. Because do you think that Red and Sonny would have been let go, and Dave Hebler, if he actually had that money that he wasn't having to spend on her? I mean, come on, it's one thing to take care of your child. Elvis would have willingly, fully done that. But the kooky laws that you've got to take care of your spouse, now if they helped contribute to your career, if they helped build your career, that's one thing. Then I feel like there should be some monetization there. But Elvis went backwards with Priscilla. And, you know, I need to make an actual video about that in general, just to talk about it. At Daffy W8I said, I think he loved her in his own way. He must have done to get jealous. If he didn't have the feelings for her, he wouldn't have been bothered. It's funny, he wanted women to be faithful to him, but there was no chance of him doing the same. Mind you, she did say he was very happy with Ginger and stayed faithful, but it was less than a year, and he was also faithful to Linda for the first year. I don't think it was a matter of Elvis wanting, especially later in life, I mean, from 35 on or whatever, I don't think he wanted to hop from girl to girl. What he wanted was to, I guess, have like emotional relations with a lot of people and talk and get ideas and to search for the truth. I think it was less sexual than Hollywood makes it out to be. Hey, Andrew. Funny how everyone that was with Elvis claims to have been a virgin. At least everyone that has written a book. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Now, where Kathy is concerned, she went from virgin to the biggest icon on the planet to affairs with married men. Sounds familiar. Yeah, Priscilla, except I don't think she was a virgin in the first place. Once again, that's just based upon child bride and people that attested to it. So I'm going to play some music here. Hey, Nancy, it's hard to explain. I met a few guys like this. They don't want you, but they don't want you to see with the other men. I don't understand it. So you think it's normal like I do. But there's something running through their mind, and it bothers them to see you with somebody else. I think it had a lot more to do with, like I said before, the working relationship too. And I think he was a joker, and at the same time he was hurt. And sometimes people say jokes, and it goes too far. Well, anyways, I've enjoyed reading these comments. I'm gonna play some music, and if your comment is featured, I hope it is. Great. If it's not, hopefully next time. That's why I did two comment videos today, because there's so many comments that are out there that are great comments and great thought-provoking thoughts. So TCB TLC. If you make it to the end of the video, let me know as usual. Don't have to, but if it's something that interests you, please stay, obviously. That's funny. Linda says Pris was a right little tart. On that note, let's play Prissy B Should Lose the Presley Name, and then some other songs here of Elvis.
Lisa was the sweetest girl. Her daddy loved her so. Prissy took her to L.A., replaced Elvis with Mike Stone. Then she ran out of cash and sued the king of rock and roll. Made him sell his royalties and play show after show. She put Elvis in an early grave, then laughed upstairs at Graceland. At least that's what a witness said, when Prissy should have saved him. Instead she drank poor Elvis and took Lisa Marie away. Elvis fans, they don't forgive her to this very day. Prissy B should lose the Presley name. Now that Lisa's gone, she left us with her book, telling us all that Prissy B and Michael Edwards took. Took her joy and took her dreams, took her innocence away. And Prissy has the nerve to still get up on stage. She put Elvis in an early grave, then laughed upstairs at Graceland. At least that's what a witness said, when Prissy should have saved him. Instead she drank poor Elvis and took Lisa Marie away. Elvis fans, they don't forgive her to this very day. Prissy B should lose the Presley name. Now that Lisa's gone, she left us with her book, telling us all that Prissy B and Michael Edwards took. Took her joy and took her dreams, took her innocence away. And Prissy has the nerve to still get up on stage. She put Elvis in an early grave, then laughed upstairs at Graceland. At least that's what a witness said, when Prissy should have saved him. Instead she drank poor Elvis and took Lisa Marie away. Elvis fans, they don't forgive her to this very day. Prissy B should lose the Presley name. Prissy B should lose the Presley name. He walked on stage with a smile, made our dreams come true for a while. Guitar in hand, moving wild, every scream made him feel alive. Shook his hips, people would sigh. If I can dream, he touched the sky. Jailhouse rocking all night long, to the rhythm of a rock and roll song. Elvis gave his life for his fans, his heart out right to the end. Every note he gave a piece of his soul, because rock and roll made him whole. Here's where music ended and began. Elvis gave his life for his fans. Long nights on the road, legends told, stories unfold. From Graceland to the crowd, he played every song loud and proud. Elvis gave his life for his fans, sang his heart out right till the end. Every note he gave a piece of his soul, because rock and roll made him whole. Here's where music ended and began. Elvis gave his life for his fans. Like the brightest star, love for that music took him far. Echoes of his voice still live on in every one of his songs. Elvis gave his life for his fans, sang his heart out right till the end. Every note he gave a piece of his soul, because rock and roll made him whole. Here's where music ended and began. Elvis gave his life for his fans. Here's where all music ended and began. Elvis gave his life for his fans.
I had to stop and read this comment because I really enjoyed it earlier. I read this book some time back. This is the Ariel Lonesome Tonight book. I believe it to be true. It is such a breath of fresh air to know that there were people like Lucy who didn't go behind Elvis or the estate for money, when there are so many that could have or would have. I guess it's hard for some people to understand this, especially in this day and age when people would do anything for money. Lucy was a middle-class woman who worked hard at different jobs throughout her life to support her children. In the Donahue show, when Lucy is questioned about this, she says money is not everything. What a contrast between Lucy's selfless love for Elvis and Priscilla, who stole money from her own daughter and sued her granddaughter for money. That's a great comment, and that is the truth. It's a truthful statement.
No one talk about the king. We defend his memory, let Elvis' freedom ring. No ex-wife of his gonna ruin the love we feel for the boy from Tupelo, then straight to Bill. He changed the world with one move of his hips. He changed the world with one sneer from his lips. There would be no Beatles or Rolling Stones, Tupac Shakur, Papa rock and roll. Without him, the world is not as bright. Without him, he loved us all as he sung from stage. We hung on every word, every turn of the leg. And on that screen, we watched him change our lives. Every word he spoke left us all in awe and mesmerized. He changed the world with one move of his hips. He changed the world with one sneer from his lips. There would be no Beatles or Rolling Stones, Tupac Shakur, Papa rock and roll. Without him, the brightness of the world would be so dim. Without him, without him, the world is not as bright. Without him, she held him close to her heart from the very start. Through every joy and fear, she kept him near and dear. With a love that's pure and true, in everything she'd do, a mother's guiding light shone through the Elvis night. Oh, Gladys loved her son till her big old heart gave out.
Hope you have a wonderful night. This is Rare Elvis Photos, TCB TLC.